Okay, I'm back. Now, the first code is 288967665. What you have here is, I do believe it's called some kind of animation cartoon pen. That's what Atlas translates it as. Okay, next code. We have 689972664. This is the melon sword, which I believe is a reference to melon books. Next code. 163941222. This is called the gamer fan. Okay, next code 712228829. I don't know what this is referencing to, but it's called the Akiba Sakura. Next 750240887. This is the White Lance. I do believe that's a reference to white canvas. Okay, next code 985308665. The Masai dagger. I'm not sure what that reference is either. Next 2861430. Tiger axe. Not sure what that reference is. Anyway, last code 307238811. The D staff. Right. What the items we just got from the vending machine? Okay. This first item, the animation pen, or whatever it's called, it slightly disregards the defense of the target. Next item, the melon sword. This gives you 5% experience for the user, I believe. The gamer fan, it increases the item drop rate slightly, so that'll be quite useful to have actually. The Akiba Sakura thing, I do believe it absorbs HP at a 10% rate relative to the damage you do, and MP at a 1% absorption rate. Next is the White Lance. I think what Atlas is saying is that you can get more power if you use this weapon. I'll have to check this later. Okay, the Masai dagger just increases HP and MP by 10%. The Tiger axe, I don't know what that does. Atlas isn't being very helpful this time. And the D staff, well, it's a staff that you can use a shield with, but it only has one magic attack, so yeah. Anyway, that's that sorted out. I guess I should explain what Sakia and Patchouli bring to the table, yes? Okay, well, should probably bring up the character page, so I might tell first. Sakia. Her unique weapon is the two-handed sword, and she does a lot of damage with it. First of all, she has high attack power. Second thing, the swords have high attack power. Third thing, the sword itself and Sakia's skill tree, they also have additional effects of dealing more damage to specific types of targets depending on the sword. Sakia's skill tree increases the damage done with this effect, as well as having a large attack boost to her attack. Yeah. Sakia also has various skills, one of which is Private Square. I will explain this later when we actually get it. Patchouli. Just like in Tefana's Shrine Man, and for some odd reason she has high strength, high intelligence, but all of the other stats suck. Now, Patchouli, you can either go melee, or you can have it as what you expect it to be and be a magic damage dealer. Either way works fine, it depends on the situation, of course. Also note how low her HP is. 4. That's not a lot of HP. Okay, Nitori, I'll be honest, I haven't actually used her much, but I do know how she works in theory. Basically, she has access to various elemental attacks, just like Marissa, but she uses it in a different way. Instead of nuking the enemies for lots of crap loads of damage, yes, that's a proper unit, lots of crap load of damage. Instead, what Nitori does is that she can, well, she has spells. Hang on, give me. Oh yeah, that helps a lot, game, thanks. So, Nitori has various elemental skills she can utilize in battles. What she does different from Marissa, however, is that not only does she have basic magical attacks, she also has chaser skills. Now these work very differently. What happens is that you cast a chaser skill of a particular element. On that turn, if anyone uses an attack that is the same element as the chaser Nitori use, she will follow up after the person's attack with her own attack of that same element. For example, if you use the ice chaser skill on that turn, and then Marissa uses an ice attack. After Marissa hits the enemy with an ice attack, Nitori will immediately follow up with her own ice attack using her chaser skill. Now this becomes very significant when you consider that it also works on full screens. Yeah. So I'll show how this actually works in battle when I actually get levels for her. In the meantime, this is the skill tree that you want that deals with chaser skills. It increases damage, decreases cooldown, and increases duration. No, it doesn't increase duration, it increases the amount of times the chaser skill can activate. As you can see, Nitori also specializes in guns. The other thing which is nice about Nitori is that she can also enchant different elements for herself on a weapon. This is very useful as chaser skills do have cooldown, so during the cooldown, Nitori can actually endow any of the 4 basic elements onto herself to deal additional damage while her chasers are on cooldown. So she has quite a bit of offer in terms of random encounters. In boss battles, she's probably not as useful because single targets are usually Sakia's specialty, but Nitori is still usable in that situation. Okay, let's actually start stage 3 now. I knew I forgot something. Commander stuff. Okay. Oops. There we go. Okay, Sakia. Her passive as a commander is that she increases the chance of inducing status effects by 5%. Her last word is Sakia's World, and it increases all of her stats, like to a ridiculous amount, much more than what Sane can do. Her one commander bomb increases your induction and status resistance. Her free bomb stops all enemies for 1 turn. I should note that commander bombs generally last only 1 turn. Okay, Patchouli. What does she do? Okay, she increases magic damage by 5% as a commander passive. Her last word is a full screen non-elemental attack. Does quite a bit of damage, and it's constant. Her one bomb decreases damage from magic attacks by 33%. Her free bomb increases magic attacks by 33% for one turn. Then you have Nitori. I forgot what she does. Give me 1 second. Right. Okay. Her passive is that land effects are increased by 10%. I do believe that means land effects, or elemental attacks by 10% rather. I'll explain the lands later. Like, much later. You don't need to know about it now. Okay, her last word is... what is it? It's an attack that pierces defense, which is quite nice. Her one bomb reduces enemies' evasion to 0. In other words, they can't dodge attacks. Her free bomb basically gives your party the camouflage, which I assume increases your evasion. I haven't actually used this bomb myself either. Anyway, that's about it there.